Hi, welcome back to the channel. I've done quite a bit today. I've managed to get the dumper truck going, which is good news. I've been cutting wood and splitting wood, but I've not been able to film it because it's been raining quite a bit on and off, so I didn't want to get the camera gear wet and everything. So today also I've got some shout outs. I've got a shout out for Samantha and Paul Bradley, who's actually good friends of mine, so hi to them. Another shout out for a bloke called David, so hi to him. I want to also give a shout out to my good friend Andrew Baker. Hi Andrew. I'll tell you a funny story about me and Andrew, right? Many years ago I rung him up and pretending to be this bloke called Paul. So I rung him up on his mobile and he answered. I went, "Hello, this is Paul. I'm wondering if I could use one of your stud dogs." I use that exact voice. And Andrew goes, "Oh yes. Do you want information on the bitch?" He goes, aye, I'll be good. So I told him roughly a lot of rubbish about the bitch. So all the health tests were there and everything, so don't worry about that. I mean, I said it could do all this and the other that it couldn't. So he's going, "Oh right, yes, yeah, okay then." I said, "You couldn't let me come now for stud, could you?" Now I knew at this moment he was running a training class, and this class didn't finish for an hour. Now I knew that. So I said, you couldn't let me come now, could you? Because I want to get my bitch covered." He goes, "No, I'm sorry, I've got something on now. I've got this training class, and I can't leave it." "Oh well, the only way I could do it is if I could come in half an hour. Otherwise, I'd have to leave it because of work commitments. I'm sorry, mate." And Andrew goes, "Oh, it's okay. I'll finish the class early and I'll get home." Right? It's was 3 o'clock. So he goes home and he had his nephew with him, Mikey. Anyway, him and Mikey scrubbed the house from top to bottom, ready for this Paul coming, right? Which Paul never existed. So I was supposed to ring him at 4 o'clock to say that I'm virtually there to come for stud. So me being a good friend and the fact I'm winding him up, I rung him at 7 o'clock, let him sweat in the house. So I ring up at 7, "Hi mate, it's Paul. I'm outside but I can't find you." "Oh right, well I wondered where you were," Andrew says. "I've been a bit worried like." "Oh no, I brought my mate with me as in car." "All right, okay then. Where are you? What number do you live at?" And he said the number. And I made up another number, like number 20 or number 15, and say he was at 28. So I said, "Oh, I'm outside about 15, I can't find you." And Andrew says, "Don't worry, I'll come to the door." So Andrew stood on his doorway looking for this invisible man called Paul. He's looking around. He says, "Look mate," oh sorry, wrong voice. He says, "Look mate, I can't find you at all." And I went, "Well, you couldn't do me a favour so I know exactly where you are. You couldn't come out and stand in the street so I know you are." "Well, yeah. Then I can see you and I can come straight to you." And Andrew says, "Yeah, don't worry." He only walked in the middle of his street and he's looking around for this Paul. And Andrew says, "I'm sorry mate, but I think you've got wrong address because I can't see you." And then Paul comes on. Well, I'll try looking for you. Look, it is. Well, it is. I'll put my mate on because he'll know better." And Andrew says, "Right, okay then." I went, "Hey up Andy, you alright mate?" And he went quiet. I said, "You alright?" He said, "Is that Ian?" I went, Hi, it's me." He said, "Well, what are you doing with this bloke called Paul?" I said, "Well, that's a funny story." I says, "Because Paul doesn't exist and right now I'm sat in my cabin with a glass of whiskey and a cigar, absolute kinking at myself, at you." And he went, "F this, F that." He said, "I tell you what," he said, "I'm not kidding you, you've got me with a beauty here." He says, "That's the best wind up anybody has ever done." And he said, "I'm literally stood in the street looking for a bloke called Paul to do a stud." He said, "I've got all the certificates out on the table in the house to show him and all my rosettes from showing." He said, "I can't believe you've done this to me." And you know what, even to this day he will still laugh about that story. And the thing that's going to worry Andrew is a few days ago we was talking about the story, and I said, you know, I'm going to mention it on my channel. He's going, oh no, please don't. I said, no, people will take the funny side, don't you worry. I said, it's the most funniest wind-up I've ever done, but I've done lots of wind-ups on other people. So, but I'll tell you stories about them another time. But that's a beauty, that, isn't it? So, I'll leave you in peace because I've got to get out and chop some wood because it's starting to get light now. So, I'll see you in a bit, okay?